Good morning, everyone. I hope your Wednesday is going well. I bet you're looking forward to the long weekend. And maybe some of you are dreading the family weekend because um, getting together and eating a meal with family can sometimes be one of the most challenging experiences in life. And I hear you. I hear you if the Thanksgiving table is going to look different because a loved one has passed away, because you're missing someone, because the traditions as you've honored them are no longer going to be true. There are so many reasons and so many different feelings and emotions that we bring with us to the Thanksgiving table. And I want to take a moment to acknowledge where you are with that and honor you, really see you and hear you and feel you for where you are with that. The reason why I feel called to speak today is because I feel I was guided to have an experience in order for me to share that story with you and bring you a little flicker of hope. So, some of you know that I was in Chicago in the second week of November to speak at a conference called Renew Conference, which was organized by my very dear friend Stacy. Stacy is a very gifted medium. She talks to people on the other side and connects them with their loved ones who are still here and grieving their loss. One of the things that Stacy told us to do at the end of her talk is she said, when you go to bed tonight, ask your loved one on the other side for a sign. And then when you wake up the next morning, be mindful and watch for that sign showing up somewhere in your world. So, of course, I went home. It was a full day at the conference, so I had dinner and I went right to bed very early and completely forgot about what Stacy said. So I went to bed without asking my loved one for a sign. But when I woke up the next morning, I remembered what she said. And so I called to my mother, who was on the other side, and said, I need you to show me a sign. And the sign that I am asking for is a heart. So I specified the sign. That's one of the things Stacy said too. She said, if you want to, ask for a specific sign. So I asked my mother to bring me a heart as a sign that she was still watching over me and guiding my life. The next day was when I was flying back from Chicago to San Francisco, where I live. And so right through the morning, no signs of any heart showing up anywhere. I get to the airport and there was nothing. I looked at people around me on the flight, nothing. So I'm thinking, okay, I guess you're going to make me work really hard for that sign. When I got off the aircraft and came into the airport, I saw a woman wearing a t-shirt, a gray t-shirt with an I Heart New York on it. So it was a bright red heart. And I felt so happy that my mother had honored my request for a sign, and she was showing up and saying to me, here I am, and I'm in San Francisco. I'm right here with you where you've moved. It seemed even more special that she made me wait for the sign until I got to the San Francisco airport. Well, that was that, and of course I came home and tried to settle back in. This Sunday, we had my husband's nephew and his friend over for Sunday lunch. And we were sitting in the back patio, which is a tiny little space. We haven't spent any time there because I only lived here for 2 weeks before I took off on my road trip. I've been gone 7-8 weeks. So we were standing outside in the patio. And my husband's nephew pointed to the fence and said, this is such a beautiful heart sign right here. And I noticed it in that moment. I had never paid attention to it because it's a very faint sign. I'm going to post a picture of it right after I finish this video. But it's a very faint sign made using a chalk, I think. But it was there. It was very clearly a heart drawn from chalk. And I thought, oh my goodness, I've never seen this. We've been here all this time. We've been unpacking and putting boxes away on the patio and cleaning up the patio. But I'd never ever noticed that heart sign. So this was a really loud sign from my mother saying, I'm right here in your home with you. Never doubt for a moment that I'm gone. I'm guiding you. I'm watching over you. I am a constant presence in your life. And I feel that I was guided to this experience just this Sunday because I was meant to bring the story to you, to every one of you who's listening. And if you are listening and you're grieving the death of someone you love, know that this is a sign, not just from me, but this is a sign from the other side for you. This is a sign to let you know that your loved ones in spirit are watching over you. They still care about you. They're invested in your life. They're invested in their grandchildren, their families. You can speak to them. You can speak to them for guidance. You can receive guidance. You can ask them for signs. You can ask them for help. You can ask them to take away your fears and anxieties. It is possible. The other side is still very much interested and invested in us. We seem to think that they're gone, they're no longer physically present in our lives, and that is that. So when Thanksgiving comes around, when Christmas comes around, we have more sadness than joy or anticipation, and that's perfectly normal, that's perfectly understandable. But I'm here to let you know that even if the chair at that Thanksgiving table is empty, know that your loved one who's not there in physical form is there in energy. They're right there, watching everyone enjoy the meal, being part of the conversations. So try and tune into them. Ask them for a special sign, a sign that's specific to the two of you perhaps. Maybe you have a favorite color, a song, a flower, some sign that you share with your loved one in spirit. Ask them to bring it to you this Thanksgiving weekend to let them know, to let you know that they're still guiding you, that they're still very, very present in your lives. And I feel like this happened just a few days ago, the weekend right before Thanksgiving, for me to be able to share the story and give you some hope that just because they aren't in your life in physical form doesn't mean that they vanished from your life. They're energetically very present. And that's what I want you to hear. So I want to finish this video by saying I wish you a very blessed Thanksgiving. Look around the table, honor everyone who is still in your life. You know, in our obsessive focus on the ones that are no longer present in our lives, we tend to ignore or forget the people who are still here, who still love us, who still care about our well-being. So my invitation to you is take a moment to really look around the table and give a moment of gratitude for everyone who is still at that table. The table may look different. Hi, Cheryl. So good to see you. I'm looking forward to connecting with you after Thanksgiving. So I want you to know that your loved ones are here. They want you to be happy. They want you to celebrate with those who are still at the table. So can you take a moment and express gratitude to everyone who is at the table? And if you have challenging relationships with the ones you love, with some of the ones you love, focus on yourself. Focus on just being present. Don't get drawn into drama. Don't get drawn into arguments and unhealthy conversations that drain your energy, that make you say things you may regret. Remember and connect with the energy of gratitude, of giving thanks. That's what this season is about. So focus on that. Focus on the people who still care about you, who still love you, who are at the table, and know that your loved ones on the other side are celebrating with you. They want you to be happy. They want you to make every moment of your life count, because they don't have breath in their body anymore. They want you to honor the gift of breath and make every moment on this journey count. So I'm sending you so much love and all my good wishes for a wonderful and blessed Thanksgiving. I'll talk to you next week.